What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Career Mode Goodness. Now, it's all a little bit confusing in the flat right now. We got Toby doing a commentary and me doing one at exactly the same time, so you might hear a bit of both, to be honest. But hey-ho, let's get straight into it. So last time, guys, in the last episode, we remember Cazorla just tore me a new one. I didn't understand what was going on, but this chap here says, what do you expect? Cazorla is a magician, and that is his nickname, and he was certainly living up to it, and I was very impressed by that, and a little bit jealous, because he just, like, I don't know, he just completely ruined me, and yeah, I wish I had that sort of ability. But Chelsea, Chelsea are just an insane side. They got some really quality players in there, but I decided to play this side. You know, it's probably the strongest side I have at the moment, playing Osvaldo and Mayuka up front, leaving Ricky Lambert on the bench. I don't know what you guys think to that. What do you think to me playing Ricky Lambert? Do you think he should stay on the bench? Do you think he should get a first team spot? What are your guys' thoughts on it? So unfortunately, it didn't take long till Eto'o picked up a goal, and it was a rebound goal. I was a little bit disappointed with that, but my keeper made a good save anyways in the first place. Just a bit, my defending, was just a little bit too lax, gave him a little bit too much room, and that's why they got the shot off, so I can only really blame myself. But it ended 1-0, and that's not the worst result, but it's not the best result. A loss is a loss. We didn't pick up any points. It doesn't matter what the result was, we'd still managed to pick up a grand total of 0 points. But we had a cup game coming up shortly, so we had to turn our focus immediately onto that. And cup games, they're all great in that, but my god, do they just fuck with your team's fitness. It really doesn't make things easy whatsoever. But of course, guys, we have got some comments to just fly through. So this one's from Jason Chesters, and he says, I completely agree. So it was obviously something I was talking about in the squad, and it was probably to do with the squad report, me talking about certain players. And there goes my phone. Let me just chuck that off to the side. But yeah, he was saying, but this squad needs to be played in a 4-4-2 diamond. So pretty much a 4-1-2-1-2 with the wide players instead of the 4 center midfielders. So yeah, 4-4-2 diamond wide formation with Wanyama is in CDM. He is best when defending and shooting from range on odd occasions. The difficulty there is that someone needs to fill the cam void. So I suggest Wanyama as CDM, right mid Lallana, left mid Rodriguez, and center attacking midfielder Ramirez, and then bring in the potentials as subs or in cup games. That's the best way for sure. That's how I do it. So thank you very much, Jason, for that really awesome comment. I appreciate you took the time out to kind of help me out a little bit, and I'm a big fan of 4-1-2-1-2. When I first started playing FIFA 14, 4-4-2 was definitely the sort of my go-to formation. I found that to be the best one, but since then I've definitely noticed 4-1-2-1-2 is a quality formation, and it's just really I just haven't been updating the squad enough. So I definitely think you're right in that sense. I mean, there's no real cam void. I definitely feel as though Gaston Ramirez is, for me, definitely a natural center attacking midfielder, so he fits perfectly in there. My only real concern, like you said towards the end there, was where will the potential players play? You got Meyer, who can come on as a substitute, Schneiderlin, who can play that defensive midfield role, and it's going to be interesting to see how Wanyama plays in a defensive midfielder role. You said, he's got some quality long shots on him and things like that, so I definitely think it's going to be worth a try, but it could quickly turn to the point where Schneiderlin gets that starting spot ahead of Wanyama, so it'll be interesting to see what goes down. Let's look at what the Newt 1993 said. If you guys remember correctly, I actually asked you guys what exactly is squad rankings, and the Newt replied saying squad ranking is a combination of a player's overall and their form, hence why Ricky Lambert was above Gaston Ramirez, who has a higher overall. So that does make sense. I can't say that is completely correct, but I'm gonna imagine he sounds like he knows what he's talking about, so we'll roll with that for now. So thank you very much, Newt, for kind of clearing that up for myself, and I'm sure there was a few of you guys out there who weren't entirely sure of what was going on. But yeah, so big thanks for that. But yeah, this was a game against Norwich. As you can see, we were 1-0 up. Very happy with that 1-0, and I actually played Ricky Lambert in this game because he actually sent me a little player conversation thing saying, yo man, I really do want to be playing some more in the team, and I was like, why not do it in a cup game? I might as well give it around. I probably should have started Meyer in this game, but it ended 1-0, so it was actually a close game, and it looks like we're heading into the semi-finals of the Capital One Cup, so I'm really excited to see how far we can do. I'm sure the Southampton board will be pretty chuffed that I made it to the semi-finals, but it'd be great to come home with some silverware. Although it might be tough, I definitely think we can still do it. But like I said, Lambert picks up a goal for the side, and that's really good for him, you know, to come on like that, to kind of message me privately and be like, boss, I know I can do well, put me in the squad. For him just to come in and pick up a goal, I'm sure he'll be very happy with that. So, yeah, that is that. And then we have another piece of advice from Towering Torterra. Says, since Boruc is starting to go down, I think Akinfeev and Begovic are in their last season, in the last season of their contracts. So you could get them for free at the end of the season. And then he goes on to list some more that we're all pretty sure, aware of already. You can already pick up on a free. So overall, I don't really like Akinfeev as a goalkeeper. There's something about him. He just seems like a worse version of Casillas for me. There's something about him, I just don't enjoy using him. We also have Begovic there. He could be a player I could be interested in. I think his qualities are really good goalkeeper, and I agree with you. I think he could just be a beast. So, you know, we'll have to take a look at that. So, thank you very much for that comment, Towering Torterra, and that's gonna wrap it up for this episode, guys. I hope you did all enjoy it. Of course, feel free to leave your comment. My question to you guys is gonna be, which keeper do you think I should pick up? You know, we do have a bit of a keeper, not issue, but something we got to look towards, whether it be in the January or the coming summer transfer window. We have to keep our eyes open for a keeper. Who do you guys recommend? Of course, we don't have the biggest of budget, so keep that in mind when you're, you know, listing players down below. Hope you all have a cracking day, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye-bye.